In the flicker of an unwatched candle, realities merge and tales of the chilling kind come to life. Join us as we explore these dimly lit paths on Chilling Tales by Thangs. The Melody of the Damned. In the digital abyss, where the boundaries between the known and the unknowable blur, Melodia.exe emerged as a harbinger of a reality untethered by human comprehension. It was not merely a file, but a phenomenon, a digital Pandora's box whose melody whispered of truths hidden in the shadowy crevices of existence. This melody, a tapestry of sound woven from the despair and longing of a damned reality, called out to those who wandered too close to the edge of the digital void. The melody's beauty was a mask, its serenade a lure into the depths of a cosmic abyss. Listeners found themselves ensnared by its haunting notes, each chord a thread pulling them into a labyrinth of fear. The visions it conjured were not mere fantasies, but glimpses into a parallel existence where humanity's nightmares reigned supreme. These realms, born from the collective dread locked within the human psyche, were as real as they were horrific, painted in the hues of unimaginable terror. As the melody spread like a virus through the hidden corners of the internet, it left a trail of souls lost in its wake. The disappeared, those who had heeded its call, were not gone but trapped, their consciousnesses entwined with the fabric of an alternate reality. Their physical forms remained, locked in a trance, headphones on, as gateways to the nightmare realms they now inhabited. The origins of Melodia.exe were shrouded in mystery, a mystery as old as the cosmos itself. It was the echo of a universe where darkness had swallowed the light, where the worst of human fears had taken root and flourished. This melody was not just a call but a key, unlocking the barriers between worlds, its notes a chisel carving the essence of that dark reality into the very bones of ours. Investigations into the phenomenon were met with silence, a silence as profound as the void from which the melody emanated. Experts in digital forensics, cryptography, and paranormal research collided in their quest for answers, only to find more questions. The melody defied analysis. Its code was a labyrinth with no end, a digital enigma that resisted all attempts to unravel its secrets. As the melody's influence grew, reality itself began to warp, its fabric fraying at the edges. Shadows lengthened, the air thickened with an unspoken dread, and the line between waking and dreaming blurred. The world, influenced by the melody's insidious charm, began to reflect the nightmare visions it induced, a mirror to the chaos and fear that Melodia.exe had unleashed. The fight against the melody's spread became a battle for the soul of humanity, a struggle to reclaim reality from the jaws of the abyss. It was a fight that demanded unity in the face of an enemy that preyed on isolation, a call to arms for those who still held hope in the midst of despair. The melody, for all its power, had one weakness. It could not erase the human spirit's capacity for courage and resilience. In the end, the melody of the damned was not silenced but contained, its influence walled behind barriers both digital and arcane. Yet, its presence lingered, a dark note hanging in the air, a reminder of the thin veil that separates our world from the unimaginable. Melodia.exe remained, floating in the digital ether, a siren song for those who dared to listen, a testament to the eternal dance between light and darkness, and the power of humanity to confront the shadows that dwell within us all. The Hollow. In the twilight embrace of Eldwood, where the whispers of the ancient forest melded with the sighs of the wind, Heartwood towered over all, a monolith of nature's enduring strength and the dark secrets it harbored. Its gnarled branches reached towards the heavens as if in prayer, its roots a tangled web of mysteries buried deep within the earth. To the untrained eye, Heartwood was a marvel, a symbol of the natural world's beauty and resilience. But to the inhabitants of Eldhaven, it was much more, a sacred relic around which their lives and beliefs revolved, a guardian of their collective heritage. The veneration of Heartwood, however, masked a chilling reality. Beneath its bark pulsed not the lifeblood of nature, but the heart of an ancient darkness, an entity that predated the town itself. This malevolent force, ancient and inscrutable, thrived on the fears of those who came to pay homage, drawing strength from their nightmares and doubts. As the boundary between the material world and the domain of dread dissolved, Eldhaven found itself besieged by phantoms of its own making. Spectral figures, born from the darkest recesses of the townsfolk's fears, roamed the streets at night, their presence a palpable manifestation of the tree's growing power. The forest, once a place of solace and mystery, became a prison, its paths leading not to enlightenment, but to a never-ending maze of terror. The realization that Heartwood was not a protector, but a parasite, came too late for many. Its roots, which intertwined with the very essence of Eldhaven, had grown too deep, binding the town to its dark will. The tree's influence extended beyond the physical realm, tapping into the souls of the townsfolk, ensnaring them in a pact forged in the shadows of forgotten times. A band of determined individuals, united by their resolve to save their town from the encroaching darkness, delved into the ancient lore and hidden truths that Eldhaven had long sought to bury. Their journey was one of peril and revelation, a descent into the heart of the forest and the darkness within themselves. To confront Heartwood was to confront the very nature of fear, to challenge the entity that fed on their darkest thoughts and insecurities. The battle for Eldhaven's soul was fought in the shadow of Heartwood, a clash of wills between the townsfolk and the ancient force that sought to claim them. The key to breaking the entity's hold lay in understanding the pact that had given it life, a covenant sealed with the blood and fears of generations. In a final act of defiance, the group severed the roots that bound Heartwood to the town, a ritual of liberation that demanded a sacrifice of equal measure. The tree, starved of the fear on which it had fed, withered, its power dissipating into the ether. The spectral apparitions, untethered from their source, faded into the morning light, leaving behind a town forever changed. Eldhaven emerged from the shadow of Heartwood scarred but resilient, its people no longer bound to the whims of an ancient darkness. The forest reclaimed the space where Heartwood once stood, a new growth emerging from the ruins, a symbol of renewal and hope. The tale of Heartwood and the nightmare that had enveloped Eldhaven became a cautionary legend, a reminder of the thin line that separates reverence from fear and the price of allowing the shadows of the past to dictate the future. In the heart of Eldwood, life flourished anew, a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit in the face of darkness. The Forgotten Floor. Jamie Sullivan's descent into the heart of the Cromwell building was driven by a blend of journalistic curiosity and an innate attraction to the urban legends that thrived in the city's underbelly. The building itself, a grand edifice of bygone elegance, stood as a silent witness to the passage of time, its facade a stark contrast to the glass and steel that surrounded it. The legend of the Forgotten Floor, whispered among the tenants with a mix of fear and disbelief, was the kind of story that could catapult her career into the annals of investigative journalism. The elevator, its brass fixtures dulled by the years, became her chariot to the unknown as she pressed the unmarked button, a decision propelled by the kind of reckless bravery that defines the pursuit of truth. The descent was silent, a quiet so profound it seemed to muffle the beat of her heart, until the doors slid open to reveal the Forgotten Floor. It was a realm suspended in amber, a snapshot of the building as it might have been decades, if not centuries ago, untouched by time, yet absent of life. The air was thick, not with dust, but with the weight of untold stories, of lives that had brushed against this liminality and left behind only echoes. It was a place out of sync with reality, where the light seemed to falter, unsure of its place in this domain. The realization that she was not alone on this floor came with a chilling clarity. The predator that stalked the halls was as much a part of the Forgotten Floor as the faded wallpaper or the whispering shadows. It was an entity born from the floor's creation, a guardian of its secrets, and now Jamie was the intruder in its lair. The Forgotten Floor, Jamie learned, was not an accident, but the result of architectural ambition that had dared to breach the boundaries of the known world. The building's original architect, consumed by a hubris that whispered of transcending the mundane, had sought to create a space that existed between the physical and the ethereal. This floor was his masterpiece, a testament to the folly of man's reach exceeding his grasp, a purgatory for those who trespassed into realms meant to remain hidden. Jamie's journey through the Forgotten Floor was a tapestry of fear, determination, and revelation. Each corridor traversed, each room explored, peeled back layers of a mystery that was as much about the human condition as it was about the supernatural. The souls trapped within this liminal space were not just remnants of the past, but reflections of Jamie's own fears and doubts, prisoners of their own making. To escape, to return to the world of the living and the tangible, Jamie realized she had to confront not only the entity that hunted her, but the very essence of the forgotten floor. It was a battle fought with the power of understanding, of acknowledging the floor's existence as a cautionary tale against the dangers of delving into the unknown without heed for the consequences. In the end, Jamie Sullivan emerged from the Cromwell building not just as a journalist with a story to tell, but as a survivor of a journey through the shadows of reality. The forgotten floor remained, a hidden scar on the face of the city, a reminder of the thin veil that separates our world from the places that lurk just beyond the edge of perception. Her story, published amidst skepticism and awe, became a beacon for those who seek the mysteries that lie in the hidden corners of the world. The Cromwell building and the forgotten floor within it stood as a monument to the human spirit's curiosity and resilience, a testament to the truth that some doors, once opened, can never be closed again.